make 4 bagels. That looks so good. And she goes. Ah, fiber, protein, veggies. So underrated, so fire.
Sugar, I don't got none for you. Don't be coming for my berries. You can't handle the juice.
Hey girl, so my most requested video is Adeline, what do you eat in a day? Like, show us your workout routine, show us what you eat in a day, because I, over the past year, I've lost 25 pounds, which like, honestly, it's not a lot. Like, I know that if you're really intense about it and you're really strict about it, you can lose a lot more naturally in like a healthy way. Mine was a very slow burn, but I would consider myself like, I never went on a diet. It was more so just like a lifestyle change and how I feed my body and treat my body, because, you know, people are like, oh, what's your workout routine, whatever. Girl, I literally would work out, I think 3 to 5 times a week. But the thing was, I didn't know anything about nutrition. I would eat a whole bag of chips every single day. I would eat an entire family-sized bag of chips. That was not okay. That was like a binge eating disorder. So like, it didn't matter how much I worked out, unless I was like running and like literally burning 5,000 calories. I was eating 1,000 calories worth of just chips, maybe even more, maybe 2,000 calories worth of chips. And I had no idea about calories, about nutrition, about what my body needs. Like, I was feeding my body with like the most junk food, and I felt lazy. I felt sluggish. I felt like bloated all the time. And I wonder why. It was because I wasn't treating my body and I wasn't feeding my body with the proper nutrients that it needs. So I don't know, I kind of wanted to do a video for my past self over a year ago who knew nothing about food. Easy, foolproof, good thing to eat during the day. And like, hey, I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for this. This is just stuff that I've literally just learned on the internet, and I'm literally just a girl. I wanted to show you guys what I would eat in a day, and maybe we could do more of these because I've been learning new recipes all the time and like figuring out new stuff. Let me put the lights on. I feel like it's kind of dark. Is that better? Okay, anyways, typically what I do in the morning, I'm not gonna lie, what has made the biggest difference for me is fasting. And fasting doesn't mean, oh, I'm starving myself, like blah, 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 whatever. Fasting means that I have a window where I eat and I have a window where I don't eat. I believe that humans are not really supposed to have 3 meals a day. And it's honestly just a lot easier for me to just eat the way that I eat when I fast. So typically it's different for everybody. But for me personally, I won't have my first meal. Like, I'll typically skip breakfast and I won't have my first meal till lunch, which is typically around noon, but I will treat myself. It doesn't technically count as fasting because I have like my matcha, but if you have like a black coffee or like something like an energy drink, then that like counts for your fast. But I had a matcha today, so I'm gonna be honest. I had my matcha. But yeah, I love fasting. Fasting changed my life. I'm not like limiting myself. I'm not limiting what I eat. I'm just like scheduling in the times where I eat, and I allow myself to eat whatever I want during those times. And I almost feel like it's better to fast because I feel like your body isn't as hungry when you fast. I don't know if that makes sense. There's this book, it's called Fast Like a Girl, and I have read it. I know it's controversial, but it worked for me and I really like it. So yeah, I don't know. For our first meal, which I would typically have around like noon, I was thinking we could either do my cottage cheese bagels or the supermodel snack. Both Bethany Frankel recipes. She has like tomato, cottage cheese, and turkey. We can make both if we want. Let's just do both. Let's do the supermodel snack first because I feel like it's super fast and it'll be super easy. Ignore the fingerprints. All that you need for the supermodel snack is, where did I put my tomatoes? They're right here. You can get regular sized tomatoes, but I just like the tiny ones. And then you're gonna need any sort of cottage cheese. I think I already opened one. Cottage cheese, and then some turkey. Where did I put the turkey? Turkey. Aha. That's all that you need. Another fun, I actually had this today, I'm not gonna lie. I love overnight oats. This I just get at the farmer's market near me, but I'm pretty sure that you could get any sort of overnight oats like on Amazon or at the grocery store. You can make it yourself, but I love that. And it has really good fiber. People always say to prioritize your protein, but it's also just as important to prioritize your fiber. Another thing that you're gonna need is everything but the bagel seasoning. You don't need this specific brand, but this is my favorite from Trader Joe's. Okay, and it's pretty straightforward. I feel like it might actually be better if you have regular sized tomatoes, but I'm just gonna do the mini ones. I got the mini ones because I thought it would be cute to have little bite size. I don't know, but now I'm looking at the turkey. I'm like, the turkey looks kind of big. Let's wash our vegetables, and we'll do 2 to start. Wash the tomatoes. Now I'm just gonna cut them into little slices. like so. We're gonna make like a little tiny burger. Here's my tomato slices. Next up, you're gonna want some Good Culture cottage cheese. This is just my favorite brand ever. It's the best. Like, I don't know what it is, like other brands of cottage cheese I don't personally like, and honestly, I love the low-fat cottage cheese. It's the Good Culture low-fat. They only had the whole milk one at the grocery store. It's always sold out. Who is selling out the cottage cheese nearby? Because that's what, I can never find it. But I found my whole milk one, which is just as good. It just has like a little bit more calories in it, and it tastes a little bit creamier. It does taste better, but I like the low-fat one. But I'm just gonna grab a little cottage cheese, oops, on each tomato, like so. And I love cottage cheese because it's so high in protein. Literally 110 calories, 14 grams of protein. Dude, the low-fat one has even less calories and like just as much protein. It's so bomb. And like, honestly, my biggest life hack when it comes to losing weight, cottage cheese makes me feel so full. And like, honestly, I love cottage cheese. If you love cheese, girl, you're gonna love cottage cheese. Cheese is like my guilty pleasure, and this, it just like tastes so good and it makes you feel full, and there's literally no downsides to it. It's literally the best thing ever and the best life hack for losing weight. Okay, once we have your cottage cheese, all that's left is turkey. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I haven't ever seen anyone use tiny tomatoes, so I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Okay, how do I open this? Resealable, peel here. Am I dumb? There we go. Ooh, I like that. Okay, maybe we can cut up our turkey. Okay, maybe I'll grab 2 slices and then we can chop it up into little bite-sized amounts. Oh my God, wait, I kind of love this. I love this. I'm cutting it in like little pizzas. I'm just gonna put, oh my God, that's so cute. Stop. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius. I can't. And it's the perfect, wow, did not plan that. Oh my God, okay. And then all that's left is the everything but the bagel seasoning. I love this seasoning. It's the best thing ever. You can put a little on each. I don't know if she puts does she put the turkey first so that it sticks to the cottage cheese? I don't know. But I kind of did it so it's like a little sandwich. But here she is. You can put basil and stuff to make it look better, but I feel like when I've seen people do the recipes and they make it look good, they put basil on top. That is so fucking good. Holy shit. Oh my God, Bum Bum. I wonder if Blue will have it. Let's see if she'll have it. Blue, you want some? Sit. Paw. Here you go. She might just lick it. You're not hungry? You're not hungry. It's too big, huh? Watch this. If I break it up for her, she might eat it. Oh my goodness. You want the cottage cheese? You're dropping it. You're dropping it. Oh, Bum Bum. I'm gonna put it in her bowl. I'm putting it in your bowl. Oh my goodness. But she does love tomatoes and she loves cottage cheese. Wow, I am surprised at how yummy that is. That is so good. And I love that it's bite-sized. Amazing. Any recipe that Bethany Frankel does, I trust it. I'm low-key pretty hungry. It's hitting a spot. I'm gonna save this for my fiance to try. But that was my first time trying that recipe. Honestly, 10 out of 10. It's such a refreshing snack. The tomato makes it juicy. The cottage cheese and the turkey gives it protein. So good. And it took me like 5 minutes to make. Every time I do a new snack, I always add it to my little recipe box. I don't even know what this is called. Recipe box. When I was growing up, my grandma had a little recipe box and I found this on Etsy. Oh my God, there's like pasta sauce all over it. And I just custom made it. It says Adelan's Recipes, established in 1998 because that's the year that I was born. And then you can just put it like this while you're cooking. So I just made that as another option. I'm not sure if I already did a vlog on this. I definitely did a TikTok on it, but one of my favorite snacks to do, and like honestly my favorite meal prep. So if you want to make yourself like a snack or a lunch throughout the week, we could do this. This is the cottage cheese bagels. All that you need for this is cottage cheese, flour, baking powder, everything with the bagel seasoning, and then salt. So let's do that since this one is so easy. I got my flour, I got my baking powder. All that I need are my eggs and then some salt. I don't think we need a lot. Let's just use 2. And then all that I need is salt. I honestly think we only need 1 because it's just for the top of the bagel. Oh, here she is. So this is an optional step, but I do feel like the bagels taste a bit better when you blend up the cottage cheese, because right now, if you look at the cottage cheese, it kind of has like this clumpy texture. But if you blend it up a little, it's a little bit more whipped and I like it a little bit more. I'm just gonna take a cup of cottage cheese, maybe just a little bit more because I feel like some of it gets lost in the blender. 1 cup. You know what? Let's just add the rest. It. And this should make about 4 bagels. I'm gonna blend this up. Okay, plug her in and then let's get her going. It's so satisfying to watch from the top. But you know it's ready when it has a smooth texture and it looks kind of whipped. Okay, I feel like that looks good. You can stop. Oh my God, I forgot to say we should preheat the oven to 375. Should have did that at the beginning. But now we're gonna mix the cottage cheese in a mixing bowl. I'm gonna try and grab it all. But see, the texture is so much smoother. It is optional. Like I feel like it makes a difference, but not that much of a difference if you don't have a blender or if you're just lazy. But I'm gonna try and get all of it and not let any go to waste. Also, something that I've been doing while I'm cooking is I'll just kind of clean as I go. So for example, this blender just kind of like rinsed it out and I didn't like fully clean it, but I don't know. I feel like when I clean as I go, it doesn't seem as intimidating or awful when I'm done baking or cooking. Okay, next up, we're gonna grab 1 cup of flour. I'm gonna just dry off this. I have my flour right here. I like these little containers. I get them on Amazon. They're like these little xoxo little pop containers. If you like anything that I show in here, I probably linked it on my Amazon. But yeah, so we're gonna do equal cup cottage cheese and flour, 1 cup. I'm not gonna lie, I probably did a little bit more cottage cheese, but I kind of like it like that. And then we're gonna get 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And remember, the teaspoon is the little one because sometimes I get up and I accidentally do tablespoon, which is the big one. It's the little one. So only do 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2. I literally feel like I'm talking to myself, literally myself last year. I'm not the type of person, I didn't grow up like cooking with my mom. I had to learn everything on my own. That's why it was so intimidating. Oh, and it says like a little dash of salt. So let's just put a little bit of salt. That's what it looks like. And now I'm just gonna stir her up. You know, it's good when it's kind of like a Play-Doh texture. Like a chunky Play-Doh texture. This is what it's looking like. See what I mean though? It's kind of like a Play-Doh texture and we're about to form it with our hands. So I hope you're ready to get dirty. Now that it's kind of like that Play-Doh texture, I'm gonna grab a pan and some baking sheet. This is like the last of what I have, so I need to order some more. Okay, we're using it all. Here's what we're gonna do. It's so much easier when your hands are a little bit wet. So first of all, girl, you better be washing your hands. I'm gonna wet my hands. I'm gonna take off my rings. I don't want it to get dirty. Now I'm gonna start forming the bagels. So I'm just gonna grab it with my hands. And keep in mind, we're trying to make 4 bagels. So I'm trying to just do it like maybe this size. Ta-da! And we can like roll it, do whatever you want. It does get a little bit messy. I'm gonna roll it, flatten it out a bit, and then you don't have to. You can literally do it like the Red Lobster little biscuits, but I like to do a little hole in the middle like that. And oh, I forgot about this part. I'm gonna get the leftover saran wrap. We'll do it later. I'll show you. Forming another bagel. Ooh, this one looks like a big boy. This is low-key like my favorite part. I don't know why I love using my hands when I'm cooking. Even like eating with my hands. When we were in the Philippines, there's this thing, it's called the boodle fight. And basically it comes from people in the military and having to eat and having to cook for all those people there. So instead of everybody having like an individual plate, they would just have food all along the table on these leaves and everybody would eat with their hands. And it's called the boodle fight because you basically have to fight for whatever you want. So if you want your mango, like me and my brother, we're fighting over a mango, you gotta fight for it. So there's something about eating with your hands and cooking with your hands. It makes it so much more fun. I think it'd be so fun. Yay, the oven's preheated. We're almost done. I think it'd be so fun to do like a cooking vlog where we just cook like Filipino foods. That's my goal. I would love to do something like that. Or even like French Canadian foods because my dad's French. But that's something that I wish that I had with my mom. I feel like I've seen comments of people and they're like, oh, I grew up, you know, cooking with my mom and that was like something that we bonded doing and stuff like that. And I wish that I had that with mom. I could still do it with my mom, except it's gonna be the other way around. I'm gonna be teaching my mom how to cook because she does not know how to cook, girl. We be going to McDonald's every day, okay? So love you, mom, but you really did not teach us how to cook. She didn't even teach me how to do laundry. I had to learn how to do laundry on YouTube. And mom, don't act like you did. But this is definitely something that I wanna teach my kids. I feel like cooking is like such a love language. My love language is definitely acts of service. Like when I love someone, like I want to just like make their life easier. I wanna like plan a trip or I wanna like do something that requires a lot of effort because I don't know, I feel like I've always been like that. And Mike is like that too. He's such an acts of service person, so that's why it works. Now that we got our 4 bagels, we're gonna start egg washing them. So to have very minimal dishes to clean, I just put it in the leftover bowl. And I'll get my egg. I don't know if this egg is okay. I think it's fine. It doesn't smell bad. So I just kind of like mixed up my egg, and then if you have it, you can get your little paintbrush, and I'm literally just gonna egg wash these bagels. I'm gonna do it on all 4. This is also kind of my favorite part about doing the whole process. It's like painting. Also, random fact, did you know that Color Me Mine, you can bring your own drinks? Like you can literally bring wine and like have a date night like that. I wanna do that. Are you f***ing kidding me? Someone told me that, and I'm like, are you kidding? That sounds like the best idea ever. And I was like, really? Like there's kids there, and they're like, well, you can't have like hard liquor like tequila or vodka, like you could bring like wine and stuff like that. And I'm like, girl, that sounds like a good ass time. So I kind of want to do that. I want to like go to Color Me Mine and like have a little red wine. Let's Uber to Color Me Mine, have a good time, drink a little wine. That sounds like an amazing date. Now that the bagels are all egg washed, all that's left is the everything with bagel seasoning. This makes it, and don't you dare be stingy about this, because this makes the bagels. It makes it so good. So I'm not gonna be stingy. I'm gonna be putting it all over the bagel. And like, I don't know, I've had the dupes before of the everything with the bagel seasoning, but the Trader Joe's one is just my favorite. It's so good. Okay, and then lastly, if you have any leftover saran wrap, or not saran wrap, baking sheet, I'll just roll it up. Andrea is actually the one that I saw do this, and then put it in the hole, because if you don't, then the bagels are gonna expand and it's just gonna get rid of the hole, and then you're just basically gonna have a Red Lobster little biscuit. So I wanna have little bagels. It doesn't make it taste any better. It just like aesthetically, I like it like that. So I'm just gonna put it in the holes. That's what he said. But yeah, that's basically it. And then all that you have to do is bake for 25 minutes at 375 degrees. And then you're done. And this could last you like all week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. This is what she's looking like. The oven is preheated. I'm gonna put her in for 25 minutes. Okay, there we go. Goodbye. Okay, Google, set a timer for 25 minutes. Yay! Oh my God, we can have like a whole cottage cheese day, and I could do cottage cheese pizza buns. But no, I'm gonna do low-key my favorite dinner to make, and it literally takes like 2 seconds. Oh my God, my wife me up steak. That was like one of the first videos that I've ever made on TikTok of my beginner chef series. Ooh, chicken lettuce wraps we could do. I didn't make a card for my hot honey beef bowls. I have to make one. Mike just got home, so I'm gonna start making dinner. I realized I never made a little card for this either, so I just made a card for, this is the hot honey ground beef bowls. It's so viral on TikTok. It's my favorite easy like 20-minute dinner, and it's pretty healthy. All that you need are sweet potatoes, lean ground beef, avocados, low-fat cottage cheese, hot honey, everything but the bagel seasoning, and then salt and pepper. So let's grab all of our things. We're gonna need our sweet potatoes. I think I put it in here. Oh, it's right here. I love the orange sweet potatoes. I don't know why the orange ones just taste better than the purple. We're gonna need some ground beef. I normally get the lean ground beef. I don't like it too lean though. Like this one's pretty good where it's 80% lean, 20% fat. I feel like I've had leaner where it's like 90% lean ground beef, but I don't know, for some reason, like I'm not full after. And then I have more cottage cheese. I stocked up when I went. I got 1 avocado because I knew that I was gonna be doing this recipe. I already put it back, but we're gonna need everything with the bagel. We're also gonna need the Mike's hot honey, and then any sort of seasoning. Like this is my favorite seasoning for meats. It's a Scott Santa Maria seasoning, and this is what I'm gonna use for the ground beef. Wait, do you wanna try the snack that I made? Give us a review. What do you think? It's good?
Yeah, I like it, baby.
Move this to the side. I'm gonna start out with the sweet potatoes because it takes the longest to cook. Sometimes it takes like 20 minutes in the oven. And I like the sweet potatoes to be kind of like soft. I think I'm gonna do 3. And some people like they skin their potatoes. I don't really care to skin the potatoes, so I'm just gonna wash it. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the skin. I'm just gonna chop them up. You can chop them up however you like, but I like to do them in little chips. I could get a better knife. This is just a steak knife, but I'm too lazy. Hi, what were you doing outside? Poop. Blue has some fiber. Okay, Google, what time is it? Love Island just came out. Okay, I need another knife actually. Where'd the big knife go? Aha. There we go. Just be careful when you're cutting. And then I like to cut up the circles in half. 5-second rule. We're about to cook it anyway. I feel like it makes it look cuter, more bite-sized when you cut them in half. Our bagels are ready. Let me just finish cutting this, and then we can take out our bagels. Oh my God, give me a second. Yay! 25 minutes. Let's see what our bagels are looking like. Ooh, and they're nice and brown on the sides. Okay, let's bring them out. Oof, that looks good. I'm gonna keep the oven on because we're about to use it for the sweet potatoes, but that looks so good. Oh. but you should let it cool for like 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna let it cool right now. And I'm gonna cut up the rest of my sweet potatoes. I never said I was perfect. I never said I didn't have any flaws, but at least I'm a little pretty and at least I'm a little funny. That's the Amaya Papaya song from Love Island. Ooh, I wanna see if I could do a satisfying chop like here. Oh yeah! All right, I'm gonna chop these up. It'll be like 5 minutes. You know what? Yeah, I want to use the same pan so I don't have to wash a new one. So I just took off the bagels. And then I'm going to put on my sweet potatoes like so. Okay. And then I'm going to like spread it out a bit. Ooh, come on, cottage cheese. We've got some leftover cottage cheese in there. And then we're just going to need some oil. You can do any oil. I'm going to use extra virgin olive oil for this and just be generous with it. Really douse her. And then we're going to get a little messy because I'm going to stir her up a bit. Really douse her in that oil. So if you don't get in the oil, then it's gonna be kind of like dry and not the sweet potatoes that we like. And then I got my favorite seasoning, Scott Santa Maria. I'm just gonna also douse her. Be generous. Okay, that looks good. And then I'm gonna put her, actually I'm gonna use this later. I'm gonna put her in the oven for about like 20-ish minutes. This is what she's looking like, and she goes. Okay, Google, set a timer for 20 minutes. Now that the sweet potatoes are cooking, I'm gonna start with the ground beef. You can do any ground beef that you like. This is the one that I got, and I have my pan. I just washed her. You are currently on my Le Creuset. Here we go. I'm just gonna put this on, get the pan hot, and then we're gonna put in the ground beef. Here we go, adding the ground beef to the pan. And I used to use the little like plastic, I used to use the plastic spatulas, and then I realized that those motherfuckers put microplastics in your food, so that's why I started using this wood one. But I'm just gonna chop it up and cook her for like, I wanna say 10 minutes, or at least until it's not pink anymore, when it's brown. And then I'm gonna add the same seasoning, the Scott Santa Maria. Also, look at what I got in Italy. It's from Sicily and it's like hand painted. Makes me happy. I'm gonna add seasoning. I can mix her up some more. I'm gonna kind of leave that alone, and while that's cooking, we're gonna work on the rest of the food. While that's cooking, I'm just gonna get our plates ready. Should we do the big plates or the little plates? No, we'll do the big. We got a lot of food. Okay, got our plates. I love these plates. I got these plates from CB2, and I just love that it's just colorful and it matches our seats over there. But we're gonna do 2 sections. We're gonna do the cottage cheese and then the avocado. There's 4 sections: cottage cheese, avocado, sweet potatoes, and then ground beef. So I'm gonna start with the cottage cheese because that literally takes 2 seconds. We're just gonna do a decent portion. I feel like these plates are too big. No, it's not. I'm gonna do a decent portion of cottage cheese right here. The same on the other plate. Do you want hot honey or no? Okay, I'm gonna put it on my Mike's Hot Honey because I am Mike's Hot Honey. I'm just gonna put it all over the cottage cheese. So good. Ah. And then avocado. Use this knife, rinse it off really quick. As you can tell, I don't like doing dishes. So I'm just gonna cut the avocado in half, and then I'll get half, and then Mike will get the other half. So perfectly ripe avocado. Oh, that looks so good. Let me stir up the beef really quick. I'm gonna turn down. Okay. And then this is how I cut my avocado. It's so sad. This is literally my favorite part. I just slice it up like this, and then on the other side I do the same slice. I love a soft avocado. My favorite. And then with the knife, you kind of just like edge it. I don't know how else to say it. And then it should just come out like that in little chunks. I feel like I could have done the smaller plate, but it's okay. Little chunks. Yay, that's it. And I'm gonna do it to the other one. Just gotta take out the seed, motherfucker. Oh, chop her up. Probably better to do this with a butter knife because this knife is kind of sharp. And then just gonna whip her out. And look, we're already done. We're already half done the bowl. I'm so excited to eat and watch Love Island. Also, my camera's about to die. I have to charge it before we finish. Okay, the sweet potatoes are almost done. And I feel like the meat is pretty much done. So I'm gonna put this on. Let me turn off the burner so I don't forget. Put this on the plate. Where should I put it? What is that? Ah, get out. Oh my God, the fucking fly. I'm gonna put the meat. Where would it be good? Maybe next to, I have to look at the photo. The inspo photo. Okay, they did the meat beside the cottage cheese. That makes sense. Meat beside the cottage cheese, like so. That looks good. And then any leftover meat, I'll give it to Blue. Blue gets, ow, that's hot. Blue gets the leftovers. The leftovers for Blue. She's just a leftover kind of gal. She just loves the leftovers. And then depending on how you like it, you can add more seasoning. That looks good. Okay, all that's left is the sweet potatoes. I feel like I can put my rings back on because, oh, sweet potatoes are ready. Yay. Let's give her a look. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of peeked and it looks good. Let's see what she's looking like. Ooh, that looks a bomb as I'm gonna taste it because sometimes it looks hot, but yeah, it's good. I'm gonna turn off the oven. Sometimes it isn't as soft as I want it to be. It's bomb as when the sweet potatoes are soft. I'm so ready to eat. Okay, now we can plate our sweet potatoes. Oh, Blue, you want a sweet potato? I don't think Blue likes sweet potatoes. Oh my God. The color of the bowl, like something about the colors is so satisfying to me. And then you kind of like make it look aesthetic. Try to make it look as cute as possible. Okay, on the other plate, try not to get all of the oils. I'm not gonna lie, the sweet potato like is my favorite part. I don't know what it is, but that's it. That's her. We did it. Okay, I feel like I can make this one look prettier. There. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ah. Look at this, look at this. Ooh, ah. But yeah, this is my favorite meal to make for dinner. It's so easy, it's so quick. And then just need some forks and then we're done. We're ready to serve. And look at that. We have a good source of fiber, a good source of protein. Like we got our veggies, we got everything that you need in this. And you know what I've kind of been obsessed with recently? I've never been a soda kind of girl, but recently, this is not even sponsored. I've been drinking lots of like Poppy and Olipop. I wanted to try this flavor, it's strawberry vanilla. And the reason why I wanted to drink this, first of all, it's only 40 calories, which is not that bad. And then it has, I'm pretty sure it has like apple cider vinegar or some sort of thing that's really good for you. Prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fibers. Don't play with it. So I've been drinking this. I've been trying to drink more water, but I also, while I was charging my camera, I put the bagels in the fridge because I'm gonna meal prep it for the rest of the week. But ta-da! This is the final dinner. I'm so excited to eat and watch Love Island. But if you want, you can be fancy and get your everything but the bagel seasoning and put a little on their avocado and the cottage cheese just to make it look pretty for the photo. But yeah, that is what I eat in a day. We got our lunch, we got our snack, and we got our dinner, and we have our drinks, and try to drink lots of water. But yeah, these are just like easy, healthy recipes. They all take like under 20 minutes or 20 minutes or less, but I hope that you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go watch Love Island and eat the food. But wait, let me take a photo and then I'll do a little taste test. Make sure to follow me on Snapchat because I post all of my meals on Snapchat. Like every single day, I'm always posting like whatever I'm eating. So make sure to go follow me. It's at Adeline Warren. I'm always posting. Here she is. I'm so excited. We have our ground beef, perfectly seasoned. So good. My favorite, sweet potato. So underrated, so fire. Hot honey cottage cheese. And then our fiber, avocado, and our veggies. This is my favorite bowl. You have a different flavor and a different taste every single bite. Girl, don't play with it. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. Let me know if you want more cooking vlogs. And I need to get rid of that fly. It's gonna eat my food. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. I forget what I say in my vlogs. I'm always here if you need to talk. Same place, same time. Love you guys.
I'm a little sugar. I don't got